Hey you guys, Jessie, Bellard, St. Andrew Parish President, and we start a new segment once a week. Every Friday we're going to hand out a new segment of our Let's Talk St. Andrew Parish. And today's first guest that we have on our show is going to be nobody other than Jody White, the chairman of the St. Andrew Parish Council. And today we're going to be discussing the Home Rule Charter as it sits now in St. Andrew Parish. Welcome, Jody. Nice for you to come on.
Thanks for having me, Mr. President.
Yeah, so one of the things we want to do in the parish of St. Landry is we want to make sure everybody is aware of what's happening and why it's happening, and then make sure that if they have any questions or concerns, who to contact, how to get it done, so we don't miss anything. The Home Rule Charter was put together by a committee that was put together by the St. Andrew Parish Police Jury back in April of 2002. They voted to go to a home rule form of government, and it was put on the ballot on October the 5th, 2003. It passed, and on January the 1st, 2004 is when the St. Andrew Parish Home Rule Charter took effect. And as most of you know, the parish president has the executive authority, and the parish council has the legislative authority. So that's the differences in the government that we have. It's kind of like the governor and the representatives and the senators of the state of Louisiana. We separate in the powers and what we can and cannot do. And Jody is our chairman this year. He came on board last year as first term in District 1. And we have 13 council members in our parish. It used to be 13 police jurors, now it's 13 parish council members. And Jody's our District 1 representative, and it encompasses a lot of detail. But I'm going to let Jody tell you what his actions are to the council, and let him explain to you what he does on a daily basis as it relates to what a councilman can do.
Well, again, this is my first term as a St. Andrew Parish councilman, and in my second year, I was voted by the fellow councilmen to serve as chairman of the council. In reference to our meetings that we have every first and third Wednesday of the month, my duties are to oversee, per se, the functions of the council as we go through our meetings. And, you know, in reference to guiding from topic to topic, and we move forward with our meetings and making sure that everything is done orderly.
And again, the constituents out in the parish have always and will continue to be called on these council members to do certain things in their districts. And even though you can call my office or Public Works or whatever agency you need to be talking to, if you call your parish councilman, I promise you they will contact the right authority to make sure some things happen. It helps us, it helps the entire government. And again, we work hand in hand with the majority of this council, because we know that what we do is for the people of our parish. And we just wanted to make sure that, starting off on the first one, that we just kind of give y'all a brief look at what the Home Rule Charter does. And basically this Home Rule Charter is what we consider to be what we live by in our parish. And it doesn't supersede the state laws, but it does give us certain authorities to do certain things here in our parish that in a police jury form of government they cannot do it. But we don't have authority inside the municipalities of the parish. We do only the unincorporated areas of the parish. And the parish is huge, okay? We do assist a lot inside the municipalities whenever a request is made. But what we try to do is take care of the people, no matter where they're located, whether they're inside or outside the cities or outside of the towns. And we just try to do the right thing for the right people. And sometimes people don't look at it that way because it's not what they would want to do or what they think needs to be done. But myself as parish president, I got to look at the parish as a whole, not just a certain segment of the parish. And sometimes it can be quite challenging. But having the different forms of government like we have now, the day-to-day operations rest with me as the parish president. And the legislative side of the government's with the parish council, which is the ones that's drafting the laws, creating the laws, and passing the laws. And then after the laws are passed, then it's on my side to enforce the laws that are passed. And the day-to-day operations as it sits with us, in the past with the police jury system had to wait a month, bring all the bills to the police jury for approval to be paid. You got to bring everything to the police jury as a whole. There was no one person in charge of day-to-day operations, and that made it for a long, hard nightmare for a lot of people. So what happens now is somebody calls me today, I'll take care of it today if I can. I don't have to wait to go back to the council to get approval to do certain things. So this new form of government is for us, I say it's new. It's 21 years old now, and we're still working throughout the parish, and they got some kinks here and there. There's 25 home rule charters in the state of Louisiana, and the 25 parishes that are home rule charter hold 2/3 of the voting population of the state of Louisiana. So that should say something to the people of Louisiana and the people of the parishes of why they're going with the new home rule form of government. It's just a better operation. It's a lot faster to get things done, and you don't have to worry about the day-to-day stuff by waiting on a council member or a police jury back then to do some things. Back then, the police jury had their own purchase order books, their own requisition books for each district, and that has all been consolidated into one place, which is here at the parish, at the office. And they had different yards all over the parish. Everybody had a yard, and of course the money was spread out to 13 different districts, and each district didn't have hardly any money except if you had a taxing district. And a taxing district, like we still have a few now, they have money in those taxing districts, and those jurors were the ones that was calling the shots. Well, obviously the people that were sitting in the parish was tired of the old form of government, and that's why we're on to this new home rule charter. It's a big government. It's a lot of work being done, but it takes it to make it work. And Jody, I don't know what's your take on some of the stuff since you coming on and to this role, and then put as chairman in your second year. That's a great task, and we really appreciate it.
Yes, well, and as you said earlier, we get called from our constituents every day, and the idea is when it's something that we can get them the necessary help, of course we do contact either you or some of the heads of your divisions, and we know who to call. But in reference to that, with the home rule charter, it also lets us work with any type of intergovernmental agreements that can be made with other local agencies or anything of that nature. So under the home rule charter, that is the better way to go, other than the old police juror system.
Yeah, it is. It's for us, it is about making a difference every single day. When people call, we try very hard to do for them, if at all possible. And there's some times where people call and there's something we just cannot do. But I'll tell them we can't do it. I'll tell them why we cannot do it. And it's a better way of doing government. And I urge everyone to get a copy of this home rule charter, read it, and understand it. Or if you don't understand it, maybe call on somebody that can maybe help you with it, and we'll make some things happen. But this new form of government, 21 years old, is still new because we still have a lot of kinks to work out, and it's working. It is working. It's working for you as the people of St. Andrew Parish.
If I could make another point, I think that one of the biggest misunderstandings, and you said it earlier already, people within municipalities have to understand that yes, your city is in the parish of St. Landry. However, your municipality has its own government. And we cannot just step in and take care of certain problems that your city government should be taking care of. Now, because I have a portion of the west side of Opelousas in my district, and if someone from that portion of the city called me, well, I called the city councilman in reference to that area and asked what can be done from your end to fix this problem. What can I do from our end to assist you? And that's how it has to be handled. But municipalities, folks that live within the city limits have to understand, and that's whatever city you're in that has its own government. they have to take care of the issues first, and we can help on the tail end if possible.
Yep. The St. Andrew Parish Municipal Association meets once a quarter. That's all of the mayors and all of the city council members meet, and myself and the parish council go. And again, it's set up in a way where we can hear them out, and then they could give us some ideas of what could be better for them. And it's a good thing because we work hand in hand with all of these mayors and these council members. And the reason for it is because it don't pay for the city of Opelousas to go buy an excavator. If we have two of them and they need some help in the city or in the town anywhere, we can go assist them.
That's correct.
The equipment that is bought and paid for by the parish is bought and paid for by the parish taxpayers, which includes the cities and the towns. So why should they have to go spend money on something that they might not use but maybe 4 times a year? You know, so we have agreements with every last municipality in this parish. Whatever they need from the parish government, we'll go and assist them to help them. But we'd like first to them to go through their process with their council and with their mayor. And then the mayor calls and says, we need some assistance. More than glad to go help them. And we have been, and we're going to continue to do that across the whole parish. Jody, any more comments or concerns or anything dealing with the charter of St. Landry Parish that you want to bring out? Or
Well, I think just speaking as a councilman, just saying that people need to understand that maybe not every problem can be helped, but the first thing is you have to let us know that there is a problem.
That's right.
Once we know there is a problem, we're going to get with our parish president and the powers that be within our divisions, and we're going to try our best to make it right for the parish of St. Landry.
Yeah. One of the things, and he just mentioned it, people call and say, man, I hate to bother you, or they text me. You never bothering me or anybody else that's in government. When we signed up for this job, we signed up for these text messages at 10 o'clock at night or whatever the case may be. Again, I can't help you if I don't know what the problem is. And I encourage people to reach out and to call me, text me. On Facebook, they message me all the time. However it's got to be, I need to know about it, I want to know about it. Thank you for watching our first segment of Let's Talk St. Landry Parish. Drop some comments in the comment section to see what you want to hear on the next segment or any future segments, or if you want to come on and ask me some questions and be part of the show. We really encourage it and looking forward to it.